So the first look second trailer has finally been released for The Mandalorian Season 2, and with it we were shown some pretty interesting new shots from the upcoming season. So I'm going to break down all of the new reveals and connections to the other Star Wars shows like Clone Wars, Star Wars Rebels and more. Before we get into it, make sure to hit the subscribe button for more awesome Mandalorian Season 2 content. So right off the bat, it's very clear that Lucasfilm and Disney are holding their cards very close to their chest and are not going to reveal much until at least the first episode of the season drops on October 30. Maybe they'll reveal slightly more new footage and a massive reveal in a new trailer, but there really isn't much time left at all for that now, so we'll just have to wait and see. So, the trailer begins with two New Republic X-Wings in hot pursuit of the Razorcrest, with one of the pilots ordering the Mando inside the Razorcrest to stand down immediately. This right away confirms that they aren't on the same side of the battle or working together at this point in the show, which makes a lot of sense. Djarin is still a bounty hunter, which the New Republic aren't the most fond of, so it makes a lot of sense for them to be on the Razorcrest's tail, rapidly racing towards him, hoping to intercept. Maybe Mando is even smuggling a very high value bounty target or precious cargo from the New Republic. It's still not exactly clear where the X-Wings are chasing the Razorcrest, but it could be any cloudy planet like Bespin. Following that, we cut straight into the cockpit of the Razorcrest, where Djarin is intensely steering his ship through a massive icy blue ravine. Mando very quickly loses control of the ship, slamming it harshly into the icy walls, leading it to crash land down on the snowy surface of the planet, which leads directly into the shot from the previous trailer, where we see Mando kneeling beside the child with the crashed ship in the background. Some of you guys thought that it may have been a different ship crash landed, but this pretty much confirms that it is the Razorcrest. Now, as for the ice planet that they are on here, I think it's becoming more and more likely that this will be the sacred Jedi world of Ilum. This shot on top of the one from the previous trailer look almost identical to the ice caves which you were able to enter on Ilum in Jedi Fallen Order. For those of you who don't know, Ilum was a very holy planet for the Jedi Order, as it was the location where Jedi younglings would be sent to participate in a tradition known as the Gathering. Every single Jedi youngling who had proved themselves in training at the Jedi Temple on Coruscant was sent to the Crystal Caves on Ilum to search for a lightsaber crystal which called to them through the Force. Once inside the dark crystal caverns on Ilum, the ice door at the entrance would slowly begin to freeze over, giving the Jedi younglings only a very limited time to collect their crystal and return. Unfortunately, after the tragic fall of the Jedi Order with Order 66 and the creation of the Empire, Ilum was quickly discovered by Emperor Palpatine, who began excavating and strip mining the former Jedi world to collect the kyber crystals inside so that he could power his brand new super weapon, the Death Star. Despite being completely destroyed from the Imperial mining operation, Order 66 survivor Cal Kestis was able to travel to the Ice World to collect his own kyber crystal, even under the immense threat of the Empire. After the Battle of Endor, the First Order took control of the former Imperial operation and eventually transformed it into the newest galactic superweapon, Starkiller Base. Immediately following that, the trailer continues and Djarin has a reunion with Greef Karga and Cara Dune, telling them that he's only there on business and needs to return the small child to its kind. Mando and Greef do shake hands, so it doesn't look like there will be any betrayal yet, at least at this point. They appear to still be on Navarro in this shot, which of course would make sense with the Bounty Hunters Guild being run from there. Following that, we cut straight to a desert world, which is almost surely Tatooine. We know this because Mando is riding the same swoop bike as he was in the last trailer, which did kinda look like it had Boba Fett's helmet and jetpack on the back, but we'll have to wait and see on that one. We also see what looks like a bantha skeleton in the sand, further confirming that this is Tatooine. It does also slightly look like he may be approaching the Sarlacc pit, which of course would be a massive hint at the return of Boba Fett, who is already confirmed to be appearing in some way in The Mandalorian Season 2. But I don't know fully about that one, so let me know in the comments down below what you think. Following that, we return to the ice planet where Mando says, "If I can locate other Mandalorians, they can guide me." This right here almost certainly points to Bo-Katan appearing from the Clone Wars and also Star Wars Rebels, where she held the Darksaber and was given the rulership of Mandalore after having it handed over by Sabine Wren, who is probably being played by Sasha Banks. But let me know down below which Mandalorians from Clone Wars and Rebels you would like to see, because there certainly are a few that could still be alive at this point, even after the horrific Imperial Purge. Personally, I would love to see Rook Kast appear in the show, who was one of Maul's closest aides in the Son of Dathomir comics, and also made a small appearance in the Clone Wars Season 7 at the Siege of Mandalore. Following that, we get a really interesting shot of Djarin repairing the Razorcrest after it crashed down on the ice planet. If you look to the left of the Mando, you can see a dead ice spider next to him. Now, I don't remember there ever being ice spiders on Ilum, so this could actually point to a completely new planet, but again, maybe he's just crash landed on a different part of the planet where these ice spiders may live. Let me know down in the comments what you think. To me, it does almost look like the Krykna spiders from the Rebel base on Atollon, which we saw in Star Wars Rebels, or a smaller version of the Kashyyyk spider from Jedi Fallen Order, or maybe even the Kinraths from the Old Republic and unfinished Clone Wars episodes, although the Kinraths do look slightly different. After that, we just get more shots from the old trailer before cutting straight to an industrial looking world with magma cracks lining the surface. This could definitely still be Navarro since Greef Karga and Cara Dune is still there from the earlier shot where they meet Djarin, or it does also look a lot like the volcanic world of Sullust, which was an essential mining and manufacturing world for the Empire. If Moff Gideon is going to expand his power and reach, he's definitely going to need a facility like this. Now this could actually also be Mustafar, which doesn't really look the same as Revenge of the Sith, but it does look pretty similar to the small shot from the beginning of The Rise of Skywalker. We know from the Clone Wars series that Palpatine was kidnapping and taking Jedi younglings to Mustafar for experimentation and to indoctrinate future Inquisitors, so this would definitely have a major connection to Baby Yoda and the experimentation that the Kaminoan scientist wanted to do to him. After the Vader Immortal games, we know that Mustafar is also regenerating, so maybe that points to Mustafar even more. We also get a very quick shot of the blue myth roll from the first episode of The Mandalorian Season 1, which is definitely an awesome callback. Immediately following that, we see a scout trooper, hopefully the same one that punched Baby Yoda, getting crushed between a mountain and a vehicle that Cara Dune is steering. Next is a shot of Cara and the Mando along with Greef Karga inside of what clearly looks like the halls of Moff Gideon's Star Destroyer. We've seen his Star Destroyer hinted at many times through interviews and the official photo releases, so I think that this is almost sure to be his Star Destroyer. And let me know down below what you think the Star Destroyer should be called. And to end this very small trailer, we see Din Djarin zooming across a very wide ravine with lava at the bottom, escaping a group of TIE Outlanders and TIE Fighters on what looks to be the exact same lava planet from before. So whichever it is, it looks like Lucasfilm are showing us quite a lot of footage from one episode. I definitely think they're keeping a lot of cards close to their chests like Ahsoka, Bo-Katan, Boba Fett, and even potentially Ezra Bridger. We didn't even get a look at the child in the Mandalorian Season 1 trailer at all until the episode aired on Disney+, so I think it's very possible that Disney and Lucasfilm are doing the same here, keeping things incredibly quiet. There was also a rumored trailer where Ahsoka was supposed to appear, but it looks like that rumor is now dead in the water because we still haven't seen it yet, and there really isn't too much time left for another big trailer. Either way, I'm sure it'll be great once we see her appear in the show, most likely in episode 5, which we know Dave Filoni is directing. Dave Filoni will definitely want to have control of the episode with Ahsoka in it. Either way, let me know down below if I missed anything and what you thought of the trailer overall. Thanks so much for watching. Remember to leave a like and subscribe to be notified as soon as I release more Mandalorian Season 2 content. Thanks so much for watching, really hope you enjoyed the video. Cheers guys, hope to see you in the next one.